So Cyrus here, stuck in the middle, and join me for an exciting episode of I'm going to take a political test. I'm excited about this. I've taken this one before a few years ago. It was going around on Facebook. But this is the political compass test to find out where you fall on the scale. And let's see where I fall. I'm going to take this live. I'm going through it, haven't looked at it. This is going to be interesting. Let's go. I'm going to try to read it as quickly as possible. This is kind of funny. It's like giving you a warning before taking the test. Don't take it too seriously. And, oh, wow, we're going to test your position on how extreme or moderate you are. The purpose is to trigger reactions in the mind, measure feelings and prejudice, rather than detailed opinions. Okay, we'll see how easy that will be. Number one. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. I am for corporations and individuals, so I will say I agree. I'd always support my country, whether it's right or wrong. Ooh, tough one. I would say nobody's perfect, so I'm going to say agree. Could not be a strongly agree. No way on that one. No one chooses their country of birth, so it would be foolish to be proud of it. I would strongly disagree. Our race has many superior qualities compared with other races. I don't know what the hell that means, but that's not my angle, so that would be a strongly disagree. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yes, that can be true. It's not always true, so I will do a disagree. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. It's funny, I was reading this book about somebody who was doing logistics back in Germany in the 40s, and Israel went after him, kidnapped him years after the fact. I'm going to say agree. I think there can be times where breaking law is justified, and countries do that all the time right now. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. Is there anything stronger than strongly agree? I just did that video on Lil Baby yesterday or whatever. Now the economy, we're talking about attitudes. Okay. People are ultimately divided more by class than nationality. Strongly agree. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. That's a good one. Ooh, very apropos. Very appropriate for our times right now. Got me twisted on this one. Wow. I'm going to say it's more important to have a job. So inflation is more important. I'm going to do a disagree, not strongly. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. I will have to say agree. I don't like regulation, but I have to agree. From each according to his ability to each according to his need is a fundamentally good idea. I'm not real familiar with this philosophy. This is economics, right? From each according to his ability to each according to his need. I'm going to disagree. I'm ignorant. I'm not really sure what that was asking. The freer the market, the freer the people. I will strongly agree. I know that kind of contradicts the other question, but it's a sad reflection on our society that something as basic as drinking water is now bottled, branded consumer product. I will disagree. Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. We're getting into the whole socialist and capitalist issue. I will disagree with that. It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to society. That's a tough one. You're getting to the heart of capitalism. I will agree with that. Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. I will agree. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its shareholders. Disagree. The rich are too highly taxed. I would disagree. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. That might surprise you that I do agree. I am for Medicare for all, but that doesn't mean everyone should be at the same level. Government should penalize businesses that mislead the public. Wow, that's so appropriate nowadays. Yes, I agree. I will strongly agree. Genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator multinationals to create monopolies. Okay. No, I disagree with that. So let's take a look at some of your personal values here. Abortion, when the woman's life is not threatened, should always be illegal. I am of the mindset I could not have kids. That is between a woman and her body and her situation. So I strongly disagree. All authority should be questioned. I strongly agree. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I disagree. Not strongly, though. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. I'm trying to think, is it a strong or just an agree? I'm going to just do agree. Because I am for the arts, very much so. I just did a video on music, but that's deeper than just arts. That's a business thing. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. Wow. I'm gonna go agree with that. All people have their rights, but it is better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. Wow. I will strongly disagree with that. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. I will strongly disagree with that. That is violence. I just talked about violence in a video. Violence is the lazy or depraved way out of handling a situation more sophisticatedly. It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. Absolutely. Strongly agree with that. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. I strongly agree with that. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generations to find jobs. I think the primary function of schooling should be what you want to get out of it. If that's what you want to do, then I'll say yes. So I will agree. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. I strongly disagree. That is crazy. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. I strongly disagree. There are many other things more important. There are no savage and civilized peoples. There are only different cultures. I strongly agree. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's support. I will agree. Not strongly agree. But I will agree with that. Don't hold me to any of this. This is my first time I'm going through. Maybe I'll change my mind on other run-throughs. When you are troubled, it's better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. I will agree. First-generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within their new country. I will never say anything. I will strongly disagree because of the use of the word never. What's good for most successful corporations is always ultimately good for all of us. I will strongly disagree with that. No broadcasting institution, however independent its content, should receive public funding. I will disagree with that. How you see the wider society, our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. That is strongly agree. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. Absolutely. Is a significant advantage of a one-party state is that it avoids all the arguments and wow. That's the whole China versus US right now. Yeah, that is that's true. A significant advantage of a one-party state is that it avoids all the arguments that delay progress in a democratic political system, especially when you've got gridlock in that democratic process where you got different parties in the House and the Senate, maybe. Yeah, that's very true. There's some disadvantages to that one party state as well. I wouldn't be able to do this video in that one party state. Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to be worried. That is a degree of strong level. The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. Gosh, the capital punishment thing. I'm going to disagree in that strongly. In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed and people below to be commanded. I'm going to have to agree with that. You are always going to have sheep who need to be led. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art at all. I strongly disagree. You don't tell me what art is. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. I disagree. Won't be strongly though. It is a waste of time to try to rehabilitate some criminals. Yeah, I will have to agree with that. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. I will strongly disagree on that. Mothers may have careers, but their first duty is to be homemakers. That's up to them. I can't even strongly disagree. That's up to the mother. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries. I don't even know about that. I'll just put disagree, but I have ignorance there. I'm not sure. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity. Ooh, no. Moving on. Astrology accurately explains many things. I actually agree with that, believe it or not. I might even go strong with that. That might be a surprise if you're watching this video. If you're like the ones of people still watching this video. I am into astrology. I am a Capricorn. You cannot be moral without being religious. I strongly disagree. Charity is better than Social Security as a means of helping the genuinely disadvantaged. That's a weird question. I'm going to go with disagree just to keep it moving. Some people are naturally unlucky. I will strongly disagree with that. It is important that my child's school instills religious values. Strongly disagree with that. Let's look at sex. Interesting. I did not expect that. I did not know that was on there. Sex outside marriage is usually immoral. No. A same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of child adoption. I strongly agree. Pornography depicting consenting adults should be legal for the adult, of course. What goes on in a private bedroom between consenting adults is no business of the state. I strongly agree with that. As long as you're not breaking any laws. No one can feel naturally homosexual. What does that mean? I'm going to disagree. I think that I know what that means. These days, openness about sex has gone too far. I would strongly disagree with that. Let's see where we stand. Political compass. And wait, is that me? Okay. I was like, I saw the authoritarian the authoritarian right. I was like, wait a second. I'm like, I didn't really answer that. So I kind of fell left. Libertarian. Can you believe that one? Will you believe that? Wow. It's still a fascinating result. Oh, that's it. That's it. That was fun. Show me, just describe to me where you fit on the chart. I'd love to hear. I am in the left Libertarian Quadrant. Take care. Thanks for listening.